Hi, I'm Sophie, and welcome to my world. Well, here we are back with part 2 of our doorknob organizer, what I like to call the Don't Forget Me doorknob organizer. Place for your cell phone, place for your keys, place for any little homework things or anything that you need to turn into your teacher right here. So it's all set for you, so you just grab and go in the morning. For this project, we're going to need duct tape, a ruler, scissors, X-Acto knife, ballpoint pen, carabiner clip, key ring, cardboard from the first project, fabric 7x7 and 7x5. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take our pieces of fabric. Now I've got 2 pieces here and I've done these in different colors. And the fabric, I've added a little small strip of sticky to the bottom. And the reason I've done that is because I'm going to be attaching these pockets in a little bit different way than I normally do. I also want to make sure that I have something that I can use as a buffer, meaning whatever I'm going to be putting into my pockets, I want to make sure that my pockets are nice and full enough to hold them. So I'm actually going to pop my phone out of here and use this as my measuring buffer. Now, as you noticed here, I've got little straps, and those are to hold the different various cords. So the first thing I'm going to do with that is I'm going to actually make the strap. And for the strap, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use a piece of tape that is 8 inches long, but split down the middle to make it 1 inch wide, because this doesn't need to be a very fat strap. And I'm going to make my strap like I normally do, which is I'm going to fold up. This is my 8 inch by 1 inch wide piece of tape. I'm going to fold up the bottom about a half, and then fold down the top. Actually, it's about a third, excuse me. And what I end up with is a nice little 8 inch strap. I'm going to put this off to the side, but we are going to definitely be using that. Now that same size strip of tape, 1 inch, is what I've placed at the bottoms here, as you can see. Let me just show you really quick. So I've got my piece of fabric that's 7x7, and then I just took a little strip of tape that's 7 by 1 inch, and I did a half on, half off, so that I've got some sticky on the back there. Super, super important, because this is going to get attached to the bottom here. I lay down my pocket, and with my sticky right there at the edge, I seal it with my fingers. Now I'm going to take my phone or whatever it is that I would be putting in here. See how that pooches out? Now what I'm going to do is flip this over. And because I've got this little sticky edge, I can seal it on the bottom here, seal it on the side here, and now I can just take a strip of tape right along the back side here. Once again, this can be just a 1 inch strip of tape to seal this back. And I want to make sure that I seal it from the top. And I'm not going to get too worried about the bottom part here because I'm actually going to add another pocket right now. Okay, so now that's nice. That pocket is nice and good. And here's where if you wanted to add other pockets, if you want to add bigger pockets, littler pockets, smaller pockets, whatever you want to do, this is up to you. This is a 7 inch pocket, which should be good to hold like a letter or like a permission form or that sort of stuff. That's why this is nice and big like that. And then this next pocket, which is 5 inches, this is going to be the perfect size for my phone. So once again, I'm taking that sticky edge, line it up. As you can see, I've got 2 wings on the side here. Now I take my phone, stick it in there to make sure it's nice and accounted for. And I'm going to flip this over. If you want to, for ease sake, you can actually get these set ahead of time. And as you can see, it sticks over just a tiny bit. That is so that it seals it on the back. So I'm going to flip this over now with my phone in place. And I'm kind of pooching this out. There's no other way to explain it. It's kind of like pooching it out. So I'm not pulling it tight. I'm giving it a little bit of extra air, a little bit of room to breathe. And that's to make sure that my pocket's nice and big. Because if you pull it too tight, you won't be able to fit anything in. Now don't be worried about the back because we are going to come back and cover it. So there you see, I've got room in this pocket and I've got room in this pocket. Just smooth down that edge. Now we're going to add these little holders with my strap. So I've got my strap here, and I know I'm going to need about that much. So that's about 3 inches. Just cut that off there. And I'll need one for the side. Fold that over. About another 2.5, 3 inches. And I've got some little squares of green tape cut already here. And again, this is where I want to make sure that I'm leaving a little bit of space. It's all about leaving room so that you can stick things through easily. So what I'm going to do here is actually put these little squares of tape on first, almost kind of like a little barbell. And then I kind of pooch it up just a tiny little bit to make like a little V. There we go, it's pooched up. Now I have room to slide my cord, and I want to do the same thing on the sides here. So I'm going to take again, I'm matching the tape here. You can always come back and add more if you feel like you're going to be, really giving this a lot of pulling and stuff like that. You can always come back and add extra tape here. I'm going to place that like that, and then I'm securing it on the back, so that my cord can come up from the floor and where it's plugged in and come down and into my phone. Now I'm going to add one down here on the bottom for my keys as well. And the one thing that I want to do first though is I want to seal this bottom, because I'm looking here and I'm seeing that that's a little ragged. So I want to make sure that I seal that up first. So to do that, I'm just going to take a little piece of tape here. And this is where you want to make sure that you're using your tape and just measuring it with your actual project here, because it's slightly, little teeny bit bigger than 5, because we've added tape, so it's gotten a little bit bigger. I'm going to pick up this piece, just going to lay it right on top here, cover that bottom, and seal it. Now the reason that I'm doing this before I add my strap is because I want that strap to be on top there, and I didn't want to have to cut around it. So now I'm going to take a little square. I'm going to take my key ring that's attached to my carabiner, slip it on right now, flip this over, and make this nice and tight. If you don't have a carabiner or you don't have a ring like this, you could also make this strap just a little Velcro strap. What I mean by that is do the strap the same way, but instead of sealing it here, just put a little piece of Velcro here so that you put your keys, then flip this little piece through your keys and then just Velcro it there. But I love carabiner clips. These are one of my favorite things. And I got these at Oriental Trading Company. You can get like 50 of them for like $4 or $5. Pretty reasonable. So we are really now in very, very good shape to finish up our project. The only thing that's missing is our do not forget, or any embellishments that you want to add, because this is where you can really have a lot of fun and personalize it in any way. You can put stripes, you can put, phone numbers, you can put anything that you want can go on it from here on out. But that is all there is to making your door look great and keep yourself organized. Now you flip over into the back here, and we're just going to clean it up by adding a few pieces of matching color tape. But other than that, you are set and organized for school. For more great ideas to organize you for back to school, make sure that you check us out at Sophie-World.com.